Hey there, warrior goddesses. Hello. Serena here, warrior goddess mentor extraordinaire. So glad you all are joining us for the continuation of our reading of Warrior Goddess Training. Make sure you get your copy. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hi. Kathy, did your bracelet arrive? Let me know. Okay, everyone. So we are reading Warrior Goddess Training every day till we're through the book, and we're on page 102 today. We're almost there. Look at that. Yeah. So I am currently broadcasting from New England. I'm visiting my friend Jeffrey, and this is his crystal shop behind me. So I love it. It's amazing. I slept so well last night. And we're right on the beach. It's super exciting. And then we're heading out to Salem in like a half hour. So yay! I get to go play in witchy things. So let's start with a quick grounding just to get us all here and present before we drop into the reading. So closing your eyes if that's accessible and feels good in your body today. Oh, and if it doesn't, just looking off to the side, soft gaze, allowing yourself to come into your body. Beautiful. And letting go of anything that's not here. So that to-do list that you have to do, or that fight you just got into, the thing that you're going to do after this, letting that go. And calling back any energy that's somewhere else so that we can use it right now. So using your breath, deep inhale, big exhale. Yeah. Just allowing yourself to really be present here. And imagining that a taproot drops down out of the base of your spine and goes into the earth. Feeling those roots go down, 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 deep into the earth. And breathing that energy up from the earth into your body to energize you, to get you really grounded. And the breathing up through the crown of your head and opening up to the sky, imagining that your branches reach high to sky and open you up wide. And pulling energy down through the crown of your head into your heart, simultaneously pulling that energy up from the earth and putting one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just connecting to the energetic center of your heart right now. And feeling deep gratitude for this moment. Beautiful. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and bringing yourself present here. Hello. Y'all ready? So we're picking up on page 102 in Warrior Goddess Training. And we might go just a little bit into lesson 8, but we're definitely going to wrap up lesson 7. So let's see what happens as we get inspired. Another benefit of metta is that you will begin to unwind the places you feel judged and victimized by others, or where you have judged. As you practice and bring the simple, loving presence of your heart forward, separation begins to dissolve, and compassionate awareness takes the place of the voices of judgment and victimization. An important note to all of you with a tendency to people please. Coming from your heart does not mean you take care of everyone around you. Caretaking is actually a disrespectful habit based out of our unwillingness to be uncomfortable and our arrogance that we know what is best for others. The loving kindness meditation is a healing warrior goddess act of honoring everyone for where they are instead of trying to fix them. Do this practice over and over again, starting with someone you love, then moving to someone you are neutral about, then to yourself, then to someone you dislike. If you get stuck, go back a step and anchor the feeling of loving kindness in your heart again. You are rewiring yourself from the inside out, and doing so involves the practice of loving kindness via this exercise or something like it, not just thinking about it as a concept. Opening your heart involves breaking old habits born out of fear and illusion and transforming them into new practices of radical self-honoring and loving kindness. Move toward repeatedly sending loving kindness to yourself so that with each breath, your heart pumps compassion, self-acceptance, and love through every molecule of your being. Lesson 7 resources, gifts. Opening your heart starts first with compassion and respect towards yourself. Your heart is not a fragile, delicate bird, but a resilient, powerful hawk learning to fly. Unconditional love does not mean you are always happy or perfect. It means you lovingly accept your mistakes, flaws, and fears. Learning to send loving kindness to everyone, regardless of their actions, releases your spirit to soar. And if you want the explorations from lesson 7, they are on page 103 of the book. So you can get your book wherever books are sold. We love bookshop and getting them from thrift stores and shopping at your local bookstores. So those are your suggestions. Doreen, what if you are literally a caregiver? I'm a full-time caregiver for my husband, Philip, who is an incomplete paraplegic and an amazing spirit. I get burned out time to time. Any thoughts? Yeah, Doreen. So actually, being a caregiver is different than caretaking. So caretaking is where we think we know what's best for someone else. And so we are constantly going around basically telling them how things should be, like how to take care. It's a form of control. Or we're going around trying to like anticipate someone else's needs, not from a caregiving perspective, but a caretaking perspective. So like, I want to take care of you so that I'm not uncomfortable. Is different than like caregiving. Like I'm taking care of someone because they need assistance with something. So hopefully that answers your question. And as far as burnout, there are a lot of programs that offer things like respite care. And so if y'all have insurance, that could be something to look for. Basically, look for a respite worker. And then in the Warrior Goddess Training Circle, we have tons of ways. I mean, we have a class every week called Self-Care and Sass, and we talk about accessible ways to do self-care. So hopefully that helps. Okay. And because we still have a few more minutes, I'm going to start in on lesson 8, Speak Your Truth. And we'll see how far we get. Lesson 8, Speak Your Truth. Do you really want to look back on your life and see how wonderful it could have been had you not been afraid to live it? Carolyn Mice. Linda is an accomplished psychiatrist, athlete, mother, and all-around warrior goddess woman. I had known her for years and been coaching her for about 6 months when I discovered something hardly anyone knew about her. In many of her personal relationships, she was terrified of speaking her truth or using her voice to outwardly express emotion. Despite the fact that Linda spent hours every day using her voice to share insights and information with her therapy clients, she couldn't bring herself to tell people how she really felt about situations that were upsetting to her, preferring instead to keep quiet and not rock the boat. I prescribed an exercise to help her break this pattern. I asked her to put on loud music, dance around the house, and let herself be vocal in any way she wanted to. At this suggestion, she froze and stated quietly, "I can't do that." "What can you do?" I asked her. Linda started by singing aloud one word of a song in the car. She said even that simple outward expression caused her whole body to shake. She gradually trained herself to move past her huge discomfort until she could sing an entire song. Then I encouraged her to start talking to herself out loud while she was at home. Eventually, she graduated to expressing emotion verbally. She told me this was one of the hardest things she had ever done, and that it took a lot of courage to keep breaking through the old patterning she learned as a child around being silent. It is surprising how many stressful and otherwise outspoken women, nope, not stressful, let's try that again. It is surprising how many successful and otherwise outspoken women have trouble speaking their truth in the situations that matter most. We use our voices all the time, but many of us were never taught how to use words to communicate or stand up for ourselves in difficult or awkward circumstances. Most of us are not taught good communication skills. Gossip, judgment, and defensiveness are all too prevalent growing up. And as girls, we often are also supposed to be ladylike and sweet, especially as children and sometimes beyond. Repeat these phrases to yourself. Don't speak until spoken to. Be seen but not heard. Don't say anything to upset others. Notice how you feel inside when you say these words in your head. Oh, my whole heart was like, ugh. For many of us, lessons learned in childhood taught us to close down our true, authentic voice. Often, by the time we were adults, we have no idea how we actually feel or think about things, let alone how to convey that information clearly to others. Authentic communication does not have clauses on it from the mind, such as, "I must be kind so I do not hurt others' feelings." Look more deeply at these types of self monitoring thoughts. Why must you be kind so you do not hurt others' feelings? When you answer honestly, you will probably find it is because you are uncomfortable standing in the face of someone's hurt or disappointment or anger, because it is in alignment with your deepest truth, but as a way to avoid others' reactions. The more authentic you become in being and expressing who you really are, the more love, presence, and kindness arise spontaneously within you. You won't have to try to be kind to others. You will just be kind because it is your nature. This is not about being one way or another. It is about being willing to be honest, which is a kindness to yourself that will then spill over to others. Keep exploring what you specifically want to communicate and why. When you release the old rules of who you are supposed to be, which are often preceded by the words should, have to, or must, you create the space to stop trying to be your best so you can just be your best. Beautiful warrior goddesses. Okay, we're going to stop there for today. So we'll pick up tomorrow on page 107 at Keep Exploring. Nope, just kidding. 107 at When you start speaking your truth, it can feel awkward, wrong, and scary. So, yay. Thank you everyone for joining me. And I will talk to all of you very soon. Oh, also, if you're not on our list, go to www.warriorgoddess.com, scroll down to the bottom, join our list. You'll get a fabulous email from Heather Ash today because it is her birthday. So please, please, please go comment, love on Heather Ash today. She's turning 55. And we have a lovely little fundraiser going for our teaching yurt. So if you'd love to help out with that, you can do that on the page as well, on Heather Ash's Facebook page. We hope you'll join us in celebrating Heather Ash and also the 7th birthday of Warrior Goddess Training. We're so excited to be here with all of you. Have a great day.